Hodges tried to go back to Clement, but that's taken. If you're at home watching, let me know if you can hear the stream. Getting a couple text messages this morning that we can't hear, so if you are watching at home, please just drop a note in the live stream so I can help out our cameraman. All right, texts are flowing in now that you should be able to hear me. Cameraman, on it quick. Thanks everybody for letting us know. Back home. It's been an exciting first 5 minutes here so far. Team Sask on the board. Goal from, man, I can't remember even who scored now. It was Hannah Meyer from Clement, I believe. Neutral zone play being checked here. Up. Pass intended for Ontario, picked off by Herspink. Herspink challenged right away behind the net. .25 seconds on the shot clock here for Ontario. Again, my apologies for not being on top of the athletes' names for Ontario. Bear with me. I'll do my best. This is number 2. Abby Murphy had the ring. To 15, Deering. Willicks got it. Slides one over, and that's going to get picked up here by Phaneuf. Phaneuf rifles one into the neutral zone, just off a Thorson's stick. Seymour to challenge in the corner. You've got to be careful with that one free hand. In Ringette, you can't steer the player too much. If you have one hand on your stick and have that free hand, you can't do too much with that free. You got to be pretty careful. Pass up here, that's 15 now. Deering with the ring in behind the net. Line changes are happening for Ontario. This is number 9, Hayamai. Hayamai with a quick shot. Willick with a save. Willick delivers over to Herspink. Herspink hits Meir in the neutral zone. Challenge right away. That's Upshaw on the challenge. Meir turns one over. Picked off there by number 10, Dallery. In close, Parks. Nice patience by Parks. Sorry, I was trying to get some of the names here. Kind of missed that goal. Parks had a whole bunch of time in front. Parks always has that good patience with the ring and is able to put one in the net. Team Sask up 2-0. So number 6, Avery Schultz is going to start with the ring from center. Slides it over to 14. Salatherai. Just see if I got that name right. Salatherai, I think I did say that right the first time. Here's Parks again. Parks in on a drive. Holds, takes it around the far circle. Parks is out there with Turcotte now and Sam Mir. Turcotte looks to get inside, has a peek at Sam for an option. 5 on the shot clock. Turcotte tried to force one through, and that'll be, I think, 4 in there on Dallery. Number 10. All right, so Muckle Landry is going to be out there now, along with Hodges. As well as Meyer. Hodges, or Muckle Landry over to Meyer. Meyer, drop pass back to Meyer. Nice post pass there from Meyer. Nice look from Hannah Meyer. Tried to hit Hodges. Hodges still with it now. A good defense at the top. Hodges with a shot. Muckle Landry with the rebound. 10 on the shot clock. Muckle Landry down to Meyer in tight. Oh, off the back of the goalie. Just bounces across crease to get the reset, and Team Saskatchewan is in the crease. All right, here's number 14, Salatharai. She hits one up into the neutral zone, tries to go back to Salatharai. Hodges on the defense there. Nice tied up by Salatharai on Hodges. Here's Meyer being guarded by Schultz. Schultz doing a great job keeping her away from the ringette line. This is number 10, Muckle Landry. With the ring now, has Seymour coming off the bench. Low post pass, Seymour, nice deflection there on the shot by Schultz. Quick shot off the side of the net from Martinson. Thorson joins the fray now. Martinson weaving, trying to find an open player. Nice couple moves. Thorson, nice little back pass to Seymour. Seymour and Thorson switch spots, down low to Thorson. Thorson fakes, nice save there by the goalie. I believe the goalie, that's Ella Davis. Gotta see, I didn't see the number of the goalie. I'll correct that later. That was Murray. Penalty coming here to Team Saskatchewan, I believe. That's gonna probably go to Martinson. And Martinson's gonna go 2 minutes for body contact. All right, 31 is in net. That's Cara Davis for Ontario. Sorry, I'm a little late to the party on announcing that portion. So Hayamai's out there with Muller for Ontario. Defense, we have Upshaw and Violet Murphy. I got some cool stats on the Ontario players here. One of Violet's favorite memories was winning Team Ontario in 2024 and competing in nationals in Dieppe. I remember that Dieppe Nationals. There was a solar eclipse. I got some pictures sent from my daughter and my wife from that. That was pretty cool. All right, so a 2-minute power play here for the Impact. Big thank you to all the coaches for both teams. Nice to see a lot of the females being involved in coaching. A mainly all-female staff for Team Saskatchewan, and looks to be similar for Ontario as well. Pass down low to the post intended for number 9, Hayamai. Battle in front, that squirts loose and that goes into the corner. Evelyn Fanuff's gonna pick that up. Up to Thorson. Thorson has Seymour, and Thorson gets hauled down. Seymour comes in on a break. A low shot, nice save by Davis. Hooking call is coming to Ontario. I believe that's gonna go down Hayamai. Or no, not Hayamai, Upshaw. Number 7, Upshaw. So that negates the power play. So it'll be 1:30 total penalty time left for Team Sask, and there'll be a 30-second power play. 54 seconds left in the first quarter here. So that's Sam Muir to Turcotte. Haley fakes the pass in front. Gonna look for some ring management here. Turcotte tries to slide one across to Sam. Sam picks it up. Number 7, here's Sam. Drop pass to Turcotte. Turcotte with a drive, and nice save by Davis. Battle into the corner. Sam first one to the ring. Pass across. Shot on just wide of the net. That was a shot by Ermel. Turcotte with it now. They'll look to kill the rest of this quarter in Ontario's end. Schultz is on defense, get a reset shot. Davis sends that behind the net. And that was Demaris. Sorry. All right, that'll be the end of the first quarter. Team Saskatchewan in control of that quarter, it would appear. Again, with these games where you haven't seen teams before, a bit of a feel-out period, if you will, usually in the first quarter, just to get a grasp on the team's tactics and goalie ring, things of that nature. Big thank you to all our sponsors for putting on this event: Government of Canada, Gatorade, Athena Ringette, and Ringette. A list of other sponsors here as well: David Hollingsworth Professional Corp, Malika Consulting. Thank you everybody for your time and effort and putting your sponsorship dollars towards an event like this. It makes a big deal, or a big difference for us to have such a cool event. And thanks for all 80 of you watching at home. Thanks for tuning in and supporting your athletes. They do appreciate it, and they do watch the games after. I can guarantee you that. Good showing for Davis for Ontario in net. Faced quite a few shots, turned most of them away. So good effort there. And Willock able to stop all the chances from Ontario. I will be as impartial as possible during this game, although I am from Saskatchewan. Cool little stat about Cara Davis. I guess she's a twin, the goalie for Ontario. One of her favorite moments from her Ringette time is winning gold at the Ontario Winter Games. So out there for Ontario, we've got Murphy, number 2 in the white. She'll take the center ice free pass. Tries to hit Desmarais. Picked off here. Oh, Bork almost had that picked off. Here's 18 now for Ontario. It's Megan Kloof. Number 5, Desmarais in the corner, challenged by Meyer. Ring, Meyer's able to escape with that. 10 seconds left in the penalty to Saskatchewan. Here's Parks, fires it into the corner for Clement. Murphy's going to be the first one to that ring, but Clement will give it a challenge. Meyer comes out with it. Little collision on the side of the net. Meyer tries to get one across to Clement, and that's picked off. Here's number 4 from Ontario. Has Murphy open in the end. Nice lead pass into the corner. She's able to gather that up and get some possession in Team Saskatchewan's end. Here's Desmarais. Spins, pass to number 2, shot. That was Abby Murphy with the shot. Picked up by Willock. Clement. Support pass across to Bork. Hannah Bork. Third-year U19 player. Originally played her Ringette in her younger years in the Buffalo Plains Ringette Association, which is just a stone's throw away from Regina. KMI's out there now with Deering. On defense here we have number 7, Upshaw, with number 6, Schultz. Nice pass across and a one-timer right off the free pass. Nice pass by Hayamai. Seymour with it now. Up to Muckle-Landry. Muckle-Landry. Support pass to Phaneuf. Evelyn Phaneuf goes for another support pass. Over to Herspink. Herspink into a skate, but a good second effort to keep it alive. Battle on the sideboards here. That gets out right onto the blue line. Seymour will pick that up. Over to Muckle-Landry with a pump fake, another pump fake, and a great save there by Davis. Seymour there to gobble up the rebound. Seymour, pass to the post, just out of the reach of Muckle-Landry into Hodges. Hodges with a nice little couple moves right in front. Again, still impresses me how these girls, or these athletes, pardon me, don't go into the crease as often as they would. Here's 17 now. That was Muller. Challenge here now on the sideboards, Upshaw and Hodges. Hodges support across to Hirspink. Muckle-Landry in the offensive end. Over the blue line, number 10 picks it up. Muckle-Landry, she skates as a line change happens. Muir will take it in behind the net as the rest of the troops come off the bench. Muir over to Thorson. Thorson gets in, cuts in. Nice lunge backhand and a great save there by Davis. Unbelievable save. This is Martinson, number 22, from Regina. Martinson drops to Sam Muir. Muir gets cut off, circles around outside the Ringette line, challenged right away by Demarai. Pass, rebound. Oh, nice pass. Oh, Adria just over the net. Wide open cage, and Adria just fired one just over the crossbar. Ermel, good challenge on the center ice pass. Picked up by Curtis. Oh, Curtis had Martinson, just number 2. Murphy was there to intercept. Curtis into the corner, battle behind the goal line. Nice defense here being played. That was 18, Plouffe. Plouffe now with an opportunity, gets inside. And that'll be a penalty. I think that'll be on Sam, number 7. 6:20 left in the second quarter. Pass down low, and Eastern Ontario able to get that 4th player into the zone on the delayed call. 14 on the shot clock, good ring movement. Oh, nice goal there by Delaray on the 4-in. And the impactor on the board. Caught Willick sliding across the crease. Willick kicked the pad out, nearly had the save, but good special teams goal here by Ontario. So Hannah Meyer will take the center ice free pass. Flanking her will be Clement and Bork. Forwards out there is Parks. Just getting a little strategy set up here for this center ice free pass. And the other forward for Team Sask is Haley Turcotte. Meyer gets one over the line to Parks. Parks, referee, I think the ref was going to call one there. I saw his hand go halfway up, but I think Bridget might have just lost an edge on the sideboards. But Bridget comes up with the ring again. She keeps her back to the opposing player. Short pass in, intended for Turcotte. Tied up along the boards, and that'll be a goalie ring. Here's Davis, looking for a throw. She gets it over to 14. That's Salatharai. Turcotte challenged on the boards. Loose ring in the middle and picked up by Deering. Board pass into number 3. Don't have a number 3 on my list here. Oh, there it is. It's Brown, Sophie Brown. Willick drops for Bork. Hannah Bork with the ring, passes it, gets it over the blue line to Meyer. Meyer, little support back to relieve some pressure to Clement. Clement now into Turcotte as Clement, Meyer, and Bork head off for a line change. Turcotte drops it to Seymour. Seymour, couple moves inside, tries to get a shot off, does, and gets it. Nice attempt at a reset from Haley there. Upshaw out there, dropped here to number 11. That's Murphy. Picked off here by Parks, and Parks almost escaped that one. Good check there. Nice interception by Parks. Turcotte not able to pick it up. That's Upshaw with it. Wide pass across, and here Spink's going to pick that up. Tied up by Dalarai. Up to Hodges. Hodges cuts in. Nice pass. Pickup by Hodges, and a great attempt there by Bell. Good second effort as well, and I think Bell's going to get maybe a high sticking penalty here. Davis is going to head in. See if Ontario can get another attempt at a 4-on-3 in the zone with the extra attacker. And they do. 4:01 left in the second quarter. Hayamai Good pass across. Nice one-timer off the side of the net. Get the reset. Slash, I think, yeah, that's going to be on Hodges. That's a hard-working penalty. Nice attempt by Hodges. Sometimes you go for the check and the stick's not there, and you get it up in the hands, and that will be called a slash every time. I'm pretty impressed with Ontario's 4-on-3. They do a great job of making sure their passes are right on and move that ring well to get those shots away. All right, so another power play opportunity here for the Impact. Here's Hayamai. Hayamai gets through, tries the post pass, interrupted there by Ermel. Nice effort. Ermel falls. They skated outside the Ringette line. The fans lighten up for Eastern Ontario, encouraging them here to tie the game up. Number 3. That was Brown. Here's 9. Hayamai gets a shot on. Willock there to turn it away. Willock sends one up to Seymour. Seymour cross ice pass to Muckle-Landry. Muckle-Landry stops. She's challenged right away by Hayamai. Great back check by Hayamai in the neutral zone. Here's Salatherai to Hayamai. Sam. Good body position. Nice one-timer. Willock gathers that up and sends it over to Curtis. Caitlin Curtis up to Sam Muir. Muir now in the neutral zone. Thorson, pardon me. Tries to get one up, streaking to Muir, and that's intercepted. Here's Deering, one-on-one. Passes it to Plouffe. Plouffe able to get inside and just slides into the crease, and that'll be goalie ring. Caitlin Curtis, support pass across for Ermel. Ermel's tied up. They're going 3-on, full forecheck, pardon me. Here's up to 18, Plouffe. Forecheck pretty strong here for Eastern Ontario as well on the goalie ring. Pass across, shot, and a nice save by the Keeley of Kira Willock. That was a shot there by Plouffe. Ontario seeming to be in control in the latter stages of the second quarter here. Number 4. That's a name that I will have to see how it's said phonetically before I pronounce it. Number 4 here again. Over to Murphy, the shot clock winds down, and 1:38 left in the second quarter. Pass over to Curtis from Willock. Yeah, the pressure's coming on the goalie ring. Sure there'll be some adjustments made by Team Saskatchewan in the break. Another penalty coming here. High stick. I just don't see who that went to. Haley going in for the high stick. Number 4 is Eve Noonie Coven. I've never appreciated phonetic spelling so much in my life. Here's 17, cross ice pass to Upshaw. Four in maybe, or in the crease. All right, 1:19 left in the second quarter as we make our way to the halfway mark. Got a Noonie Coven fan watching, just said, or just Eve. I think I'll go the just Eve route. But I like to pronounce new names that I've never heard or don't know how to say. So we'll go Noonie Coven. Clement drops to Meyer. Meyer drags, tries to cut in. Good defensive play here by Ontario, but good individual effort by Meyer. Oh, I'm not even sure. Interesting, didn't see that. I gotta quit looking at the names and pay attention to the game here. Eastern Ontario into Hayamai, being guarded by Meyer. Pass here to Murphy. Murphy looking for an option, gets it into Muller. Check attempt by Clement. Murphy again with the ring. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's number 3. So that'll be an expired shot clock. So Kira will get the ring. Nunnikoven. Okay, we'll go that way. Got it. Pass up here to Demarai. Drop pass to... Ooh, intercepted there. Pass across, long pass. Parks almost able to get to it. Team Sask got to clean up their passes here, especially in the neutral zone. Ontario does a great job of covering that neutral zone. Great second period. Only score being put in the net here by Ontario. So a good second period. Again, like I said, that first period is usually a feel-out time. I think Ontario did a really good job of adjusting to Team Saskatchewan's play and came out on top, I believe, in that period. So my guess would be that Team Saskatchewan's probably having a discussion about neutral zone pressure and pressure on the goalie ring. They'll make adjustments. Pretty experienced. I'm not familiar with the staff from Ontario, but a fairly experienced coaching staff that we have from Saskatchewan. Many years of Ringette dedication and knowledge on that bench. Don't know if I thank the referees yet. For as much flack as they take, they are the reason that we are able to play. So thank you all of the guys and gals in black and white for your time and dedication. Obviously, this is a big event for them too. I believe they go through evaluations to be able to ref at this level. Obviously, you have to have a certain level of officiating experience to level at this event. So a huge thank you to the officiating crew. I see them walking around here. They're watching their cohorts ref, and probably some evaluations being done at these levels too. So all right, with that we have the start of the third quarter. Power play for Ontario for 35 seconds. Seymour will start with the ring for the center ice free pass. Fires one in, just a laser beam, and Parks almost picks it up, but good second effort for Parks to go back to the ring. Parks here now. Sees 3 white jerseys and thinks, I need some help here, so she circles it around and waits for her teammates. Here's Parks again. Drives in a cut and a nice save by Davis. Davis dishes down low to number 11, that's Violet Murphy. Murphy passes it over to Abby. Another Murphy on the team, possibly sisters. That's going to go both sides, and that'll be Team Saskatchewan ring. So Sam Muir is going to take the center ice free pass. Phaneuf and Hirspink on defense. Hirspink, pardon me, for those watching in Regina. I get corrected on that name quite often on the commentary about the games back home. Parks. Sorry, that's Hodges. Bell Hodges, also a product of the Buffalo Plains Ringette Association. Again, just a small association outside of Regina. Hodges. Pass to Muir. Muir with a nice post-directed shot. Kicked aside by Davis. Violet Murphy gets it up into the zone here to Muller. Muller, number 17 in white, in behind the net. Looks to pass in front as Hayamai was waiting in front. Then they send it into the corner to Hayamai. Hayamai now. Cycling, gets a shot on net for the reset. Willick loses sight of the ring, is able to get it down low to Phaneuf. Phaneuf's going to turn on the jets and head up the middle. Phaneuf, pass up to Hodges. Hodges, drop pass, well done. Good recognition to Hirspink, up to Muir. Muir drop pass to Muckalandry. Muckalandry just sizzles one over the net. Hodges with it now. She's going to go into the quiet zone and wait for teammates to change. This is Meyer. Meyer going in for the attack. Takes a bump, looks at the ref, looking for a call. Nothing happening. Pick being set, low pick here for Thorson. She's able to get inside. Oh, Meyer able to pick up the rebound. Delayed crease violation on White. So Thorson will take the offensive free pass. Goalie just making a few adjustments to her helmet here. That's Davis. Teammates helping her out. So Martinson, Meyer, and Thorson. The offensive squad here for Team Saskatchewan. Low pick off the pass, nice shot. Nice shoulder save by Davis. Here's Hannah Meyer, runs into a wall of white jerseys and isn't able to get through. Davis looking for an option. Goes cross body to 14. Salatharai. Pass in deep to 18, that's Plouffe. Tied up there by Curtis. Plouffe able to use her body and good defensive body positioning to protect the ring and stay with it. Here's Dallarai with an attempt now. Oh, looks for the shot. Willock was expecting that shot. 7 on the shot clock. Dallarai tries to pass it through, blocked by Meyer. Meyer goes into the crease, and I think Ontario was in the crease, so Willock delayed down to Zavea Ermel, now to Curtis. Curtis sees the second option in Meyer. Meyer now got to keep her feet moving. Oh, Curtis was going for a change here. Meyer has to hustle back. Meyer is going to be gassed on this shift here. Great effort there by Hannah Meyer on that shift. She's still out there. She's going to trade places with Seymour. Nice shift, Hannah. Good effort. Here's Muller with a chance. Nice attempt with some speed here. This is Brown. Pass, nice post pass. Nice recognition there by Willock. What a great setup there by the Impact. Clement cuts to the middle. Sends one over to Bork. Hannah Bork. Being challenged. Great challenge here. Oh, that's accidentally both sides. What great defense there and a great effort by Upshaw. He's able to force Bork to take it back over the blue line. Great offensive effort. Or defensive effort, pardon me. So Muller, number 17 in white's going to take the offensive free pass here. They leave it wide open for a shot. Pass across. One-timer blocked by Clement. Good speed. Nice. Effort by Clement just to bat it into the corner to find some open ice. 14. Seymour dives on that. Picks it up to Parks. Parks has Turcotte. Turcotte, nice effort there by 14. Salatharai to try to intercept that pass. But Turcotte still has it. She'll take it around behind the net. 5:36 left in the third quarter. Nice fake by Parks. Drop to Turcotte, but Parks still has it. Seymour in front. Nice fake there, Parks. Couple nice moves. Bridget, she's fidgety. Fake, Turcotte. Turcotte outside, crossbody shot. Nice save by Davis. Good goalie positioning there by Davis, keeping her eye on the ring. Good defense there by Turcotte. That was Brown up to Dallarai. Line changes are happening for Ontario. Dallarai still has it. Here's Eve. I lied, I'm not going to try it. Eve is much easier. Nanakoven, what nationality would that be? Is it Finnish or Swedish maybe? Here's Nanakoven to Damarai. Pass back to Nanakoven. Shot and over the net. Ontario with it now. Settling into this game and doing a good job of it. Nice pass across. Nice pickup there by Heersping. Good effort by Ingrid. Up to Muckalandry. Muckalandry spins, gets one up to Hodges. Hodges had to make a lunge to stab that. Nice effort by Bell. Ontario, Nenakoven sends it up. Oh, tricky one for Willock to judge. Damarai sends it to Dalarai. Here's 15 now with the ring, looking for a pass. 9, shot, blocked by Heerspink. Oh, backhand by number 3. Be a shot clock violation. Nice backhand attempt there by Sophie Brown. Willock over to Phaneuf, number 5 in green. Pass into the middle, picked up Hodges' attempt. Nice check. Great neutral zone defensive play here from Ontario, I must say. Team Saskatchewan still trying to figure it out. Pass intended for Muir. Muir up to Muckalandry. Muckalandry has a one-on-one here. Nice spin move, Muckalandry. Nice backhand and a great save by Davis. Ontario, no. Nice challenge there by Ermel. That's getting picked up here by Curtis. Here comes Muckalandry on a one-on-one. Muckalandry, great defense being played there. Nice individual effort. Those are always tricky in a one-on-one to try and not take a penalty. Nice job there by Schultz. Here's Plouffe. Up to Salatharai. Salatharai exits the zone. Shot right on, blocked by Curtis. Battle down the Ringette line. Ontario still has it. And that'll be goalie ring. This is Caitlin Curtis. Board pass up intended for Martinson. 2 Saskatchewan players after it. Nice board pass up to Adria Thorson, number 12. 2:14 left in the third quarter. The game is evened out here both ways. Good action both ways here. Clement. Here's Muller, 17. Puts the brakes on, now being guarded by Martinson. Nice moves up in the middle, shot, that's deflected. Team Saskatchewan, I would say, doing a great job at blocking shots here. Thorson has to reach for it. She's able to come up with it here. She's gonna send one deep into Seymour. Foot race now, Seymour and Murphy. Gotta be careful with the stick here. Murphy able to get it up to Brown. That was Muller. Tries to force one through, intercepted there by Seymour. Thorson lunges for it. Now she's got the ring all alone, but no friends to pass to. Pass across the ice to Clement. London Clement sauces one in for Seymour, and she picks it up. Line changes quickly being made there. Seymour goes in for the reset, but she was in the crease. This is number 11, Violet Murphy. Up into the zone here for Plouffe, being challenged by Bork. That was both sides potentially. The rinks get pretty loud in here, I will say that. I was in the rink across the way, a cameraman agrees. The rink, we played a game in Tony Graham, the rink on the other side. It's a bit smaller rink, and the drums were going. It's great to see. Here's Parks, 50 seconds left in the third quarter here. Parks around the far circle, being guarded there by Nina Colvin. Nice defensive positioning. Here's Parks, gets inside. Nice check in there in front of the net. Nice back check there by Turcotte as well. Here's Plouffe. Plouffe gets it up to Nunakoven. Here's Eve, number 4 in white. Passes to Demarai. Nunakoven looking for an opportunity to shoot, and she does. Nice save by Willock. Good shot selection there by Eve. Pass across off Seymour's skate to Salatharai, is able to get it. Turcotte challenges, good body position by Turcotte right at the ringette line. Up to Plouffe. Plouffe has an opportunity, had the pass open on the side there, but I guess Nunakoven was available, but the time was ticking down. Great third quarter, pretty evenly matched there. Again, defensively, I'd say Ontario is doing a great job at interrupting a lot of the zone-to-zone movement from Team Saskatchewan. All right, that's Deering. AMI with a shot. Again, deflected by Team Saskatchewan. Again, like, the ability to get inside and block shots is huge. I'm sure the goalies appreciate it. That was Muckalandry up to Hodges. Hodges looks for an option, doesn't see anything, so she'll take it for a skate just above the ringette line. Shot. Nice save by Davis. There's 15. That's Deering. Pass up to Murphy. Here's Murphy, number 11. We'll take it in behind the net. Challenge there quickly by Ermel. Line changes being made from Ontario. Here's Demarai. Save there by Willick. Willick slides one over to Ermel. Up to Martinson. Martinson spins. Going to get it up to Meyer. Meyer turns, looking for an option. She's tied up on the boards. Meyer backhands it into the zone. Meyer's going to come up with it again and have a one-on. Oh, nice check again here by Ontario Impact. Pass up to Demarai. Looking for the short pass. Nice defense being played there by Meyer. Here's Thorson with an effort there along the boards. Bork has it. Bork with speed, going to look across the ice, passes it up to Thorson. Adria Thorson, the Regina product. Drops for Seymour. Seymour goes for that low reset shot, picks up a rebound. Low pick being called for here by Martinson. Oh, nice attempt. Matt could have had Thorson there, pass across ice, but I think Upshaw had that covered. Up to Brown. Defense. Clement escapes potential call there. Ontario lost sight of it, but here's Hannah Bork. Up to Mir. Mir can't stab it, but picks up the rebound. Not the rebound, but the deflected ring. Thorson now. Be careful with that free hand, does number 5. Demarai. Mentioned that earlier. Here's Mir. Line changes being made. Streaking in is coming Parks. Parks calling for the ring. She gets the ring here and just will take it outside the ringette line. Cuts inside. Nice movement here by Parks. Parks, nice post pass there. Oh, and what an amazing save by Davis. Unbelievable. That's 2 huge saves from Davis in this game. Great athletic ability being shown there by Davis to dive across to make that unbelievable save. Good effort here by her teammates on the offense. Nice check by Heerspink. 6:40 remains in the game. Number 4, Ninakoven. Back to Ninakoven. She's going to shoot. Nice block by Heerspink. Nice job by relieving some of the pressure. Oh, Parks is going to get it. Nice attempt, Bridget. 2-line pass there, and that ring is going to go to Ontario. So the impact, it's Hayamai. Drawn up play here, I believe. We got 4 in, Davis is in. I didn't even notice that Davis, the goalie for Ontario, the penalty coming here. And that's going to Team Saskatchewan on a slash. I think that'll be Curtis. All right, so a little strategy coming into play here for Ontario. With the goalie pulled, there'll be 4 in. So they'll have the extra attacker in the zone for 2 minutes. Again, I've been pretty impressed with the Impact's 4-on-3 ability. Let's see if that remains true. I'm sure it will. And here's Ontario on the attack. Hayamai. Nice attempt, getting it out of the zone there. Got to be careful not to go in. Out there is Hayamai. Shot right on, save. Rebound out in front. Good job of getting it out. Nice efforts there by Hannemeyer. Hannemeyer having a great defensive game today. Hayamai accepts the pass. Nice back pass. They'll get that to Willock. And we'll see Davis come off the bench and into the cage. Up to Muckalandry. Great stab there by Kira. Kira now relief back into the zone. Team Saskatchewan going to look just to kill off some of this penalty, so you might see them. Oh, Muckalandry actually just going to take it. Go for a drive. Seymour with it now. She's going to get tied up on the board. She loses the ring. Muller gets it in. That was Demarai. Now Davis halfway to the bench, waiting to get out there. 34 seconds left in the penalty. Hodges can't stab that. Nice effort there by Demarai. Nice back check here by Hodges. Great job by Bell to interrupt that. Back into the defensive zone for Team Sask to kill some of that penalty. Hodges again. Hodges slides one across to Heerspink. Heerspink's going to go into the corner. Foot race with Seymour. Seymour's got to be careful with that stick, and she's going to go into the box. Another delayed call. They're going to want to give it to him. That'll still be a... Oh, nice save by Kira there. So tough when the action's happening. If there is a penalty in the box and a delayed call, and you got the opportunity to go 3-on-2, my humblest opinion is just to try to give it to the other team so you can activate that 3-on-2. But it will be just a 5-on-4. Still 3-on-3 in the zone, but just one extra attacker. Davis on the bench. So we'll see more 4-in action. Ninakoven's out there with Muller. Demarai, I believe. Some nice passing here. Ninakoven, could have let that shot go. That's going to get across the ringette line and a race to it. Nice effort there by Mir. Mir is going to get it up to Martinson. Martinson looked over the wrong shoulder, but she's got it. Retreats back into their defensive end. Curtis up to Martinson. The snow gets pretty heavy along the benches. Nice movement here of the ring by Team Saskatchewan into the Ontario end. That's Murphy with it. 1:21 left in the penalty, 3:26 left in the game. An exciting game so far, that's for sure. Here's Murphy. Davis into the bench. Got to be careful not to go the extra player in. Martinson falls. Martinson will head up for a change. Muir will come in. Curtis and Ermel out there on defense. Nice passing here, Delaray. And they tie. Oh, no goal. Not sure what happened there. The only thing I could think of was crease violation. Again, great movement by Ontario. It's probably the best 4-on-3 I've seen. Here's Ermel. Ermel gets it up to Thorson. Thorson can't stab it. She's got it now again. Retreats it back into the zone, again, for some more penalty kill time. If you're wondering why they're passing it backwards, that would be the reason. Meyer, one of the seniors. Thorson gets it. Davis steers that away easy. Up into the neutral zone, challenge there by Clement. Clement sliding on her knees. Up to Thorson. Good pickoff there by Clement. Thorson with it now. She gets hauled down. No penalty is called. .204 left. We're back at even strength. Seymour picks it up. Spins out of trouble. We're going to see some serious chasing here now by Eastern Ontario with the dying minutes of the game. And some pretty aggressive play into the zone for Seymour. Some clock management will be happening here. Seymour hauled down. No call there either. Here's Deering, up to Ninakoven. Challenge along the bench, or along the boards. Whistle is blown, and that'll be Ontario's ring in the offensive end. And again, we'll see Davis head to the bench. The tricky part about the 4-on-3 is when you always have to have one player selected that will come out of the zone once the possession changes, because you don't want to get a penalty for too many players on the ice. Muller tries it for Upshaw. Pass back, Ontario with it. Some good passing. Hayamai's going to take a shot. I think Hayamai scored that goal that was called off potentially. Nice patience here shown by Ontario. Nice back pass. That was to Upshaw. Great attempt. Hayamai again. Nice check by Seymour. Upshaw to Hayamai. Seymour steals that ring. Turcotte's going to chase after it. Right on the boards. Murphy. Some exciting play here in the final minute. Nice stick in a lane there by Fanuc. Seymour stabs that. Over to Turcotte, can't stab it. Oh, and they're going to get a penalty there. Turcotte's going in for a trip. All right. We got to deal with what we're given here. Nice attempt by Turcotte. No intent there, just called on the trip. So a quick meeting here. Timeout, I think, is going to be called by Ontario to talk some strategy in the last 40 seconds of the game. Again, one last big thank you to everyone involved in the event this week. All the sponsors, all the refs, coaches, athletes. Big thank you to the parents, by the way, for having such tremendous young athletes to bring. A lot of time and effort goes in from the parents on both teams and all the teams in just making these events happen as well. Lots of travel involved. My first time this far east into Ontario, so I'm happy I got the opportunity to take a penalty here for Team Saskatchewan. Here's Muir, she spins, she's in a lot of trouble. Swarmed by a bunch of white jerseys. Nice possession here. Nice move by Murphy. They get it in. Curtis to Willick. Willick slides at 14 seconds left. Muir, good pressure relief there. Ermel could just send it down to the other end. Oh, nice second effort there, and that's going to be, what a great game. Lots of action both ways. Great effort by Team Impact. Very, very well played game. Don't hang your head over that. That was an amazing game by Ontario in a one-goal game. I really appreciate everyone tuning in, and Hope you keep it locked on the Ringette Canada YouTube page to watch some more exciting Ringette. Again, I'm Jeff Seymour, and thanks for watching, everyone.